Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
We couldn't wait to get the show started. We raced in here.
And I think it was a tie. I think we could say tie.
I think it was.
I think we both reached the door.
I like it when we're both winners.
Because it was a hard stop
well, that's
at the door,
thing. Yeah.
I really worried about how that was going to end. There was
no
wiggle
careful.
room.
You don't slam yourself into a big metal door.
Oh, you can't. I have to point this out. I
Okay,
spilled water
right.
on myself. I'm so sorry. For those of you, I didn't want to point it out. I was hoping that because it swayed.
So right before we went on, I told her, brush it down.
So
like,
it was,
all
that
the way.
also was
Yeah.
an embarrassing process. So
I noticed, but I wasn't going to say anything.
yeah, because
like
it's one of those
across-
things,
right.
like you have something
Well,
right.
and,
Yeah.
and if Ron's noticing, like people at home are noticing, and then you do have to say something.
Yeah.
Or at least you don't have to. She did.
Right.
Or you could just ignore it and just,
Well, no, because we have very astute viewers, and they
Right.
will notice and they will send messages. Sweetie, you had something on your blouse today.
I mean, but there was nothing I could do. Like, we were in the intro, and I'm like, oh, she has something. And I'm like, what?
We were working on it. It did not work.
And then I was like, you
I'll just
probably
sit like
already
this for the rest.
knew.
I will not be an
No,
embarrassment.
don't be self-conscious about it. We all know now, so it's all good.
All right, to
It's
heck with
it's
it.
out there in the open.
Let's talk.
You had fun last night.
Well, yes. So the girls got to see Frozen, and we're so excited because Frozen is actually here in studio with us.
Yeah, today. So
And
you've come on the right day, everybody.
I have to tell you that when Lila was a little girl, we have countless videos of her reenacting Let It Go from Frozen.
Of course,
this was
yeah.
her movie, like head to toe. It was insane.
So was she flying high last night?
She was. So
Yeah.
she had this, when she was like 3, had this baseball cap that had this rat tail-esque like Elsa braid. And I say that because it was a baseball hat, but this had gotten so like mangled and tangled.
Right.
And she would put various clips, Elsa clips on it. So it was, anyways, she was in her element last night. Sunny had a ball too. They loved Olaf. And when Elsa sang Let It Go and transformed into her second outfit, into her true self, they were in awe.
I bet it was, and they were probably singing in the audience too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So today we're having the actor who portrays Sven.
Ben.
And actually, his costume is very unique.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole transformation, we're going to get a behind-the-scenes look at how they make this happen. So that is coming up a little bit later on in this hour.
And we should mention, just briefly, there's a Pittsburgh connection. We'll tell you more about that.
Yeah, there is a Pittsburgh. There's always a Pittsburgh connection. I'm convinced of that. All right, so the other day, our boss sent out an email, and I told Heather, I have no idea what he means by this. So there was a sentence in it, and it's like people are now using codes that I don't know.
I know,
You
this
know?
is hard for you.
Well, there's like acronyms out there now that like have become a thing online, I
Well-
think. And like, if you're not up on it, so like he wrote, you have to have your time cards in by COB.
And I was able to deduct, based on the sentence, that COB
Right.
meant close of business. But David was like, what is COB? What does COB?
What is COB?
In the world
Is that a
does COB
typo?
mean?
What is COB?
He thought it was some new like reporting system that we had to
Right.
put our hours into. For
Well,
our
that's the
time
thing. We
cards.
always have a new system here at work that we're learning. And I thought, oh, the COB system. I don't even have a login for that. Oh, my gosh. So we mentioned this to one of our friends, and they said this reminded him
Yeah.
of a clip from Good Morning Vietnam, whenever there's a few too many of those kind of acronyms, and Robin Williams has fun with it. So watch.
Something funny, Garlic, but perhaps you'd like to share it with the rest of us.
No, sir. The former vice president is a delight, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Seeing as how the VP is such a VIP, shouldn't we keep the PC on the QT? Because if it leaks to the VC, you can end up an MIA, and then we'd all be put on KP.
Yeah, did you follow all that?
I think I got it. I do think I got it. But so this guy is talking about other acronyms that are used commonly at work, and close of business was
Yeah,
one of
this
them.
makes up today's list.
So the second one on our list is one that our previous news director used a lot. And that's when I started to realize that I wasn't up on as many of these as I thought.
See? I know you have to learn this stuff.
SOP was one of them.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. I just ignored that. Like, if she was using it in emails, I never saw that in an email from her.
No, but see, you should listen to that one because those are the rules. Those
Standard
are the
operating procedure?
Yes,
okay.
that's the one you need
I like
to
to
know.
break rules, you know? All right, next up is EOW. That's end of the week, which I like that one.
LMK, did you know this one?
I did know that one. Let me know. Yeah.
All right.
And then last one, I didn't know this one. No reply necessary. But I like that. Although I think when someone writes that, I would almost feel the need to reply.
Got it, thanks.
Right.
You know, but I think that I would almost, I haven't seen that in an email, be a little, I don't know, put off by it. Like, you don't want to keep talking to me?
Don't bother me with a reply.
I don't need to check another email from you.
Or is it
Thank
them
you.
being polite and saying, really, you
This
don't
is
have to,
done.
yeah. So I
Enough
don't
with
know.
the thank yous and the cordial, talk. We can just move on.
We
with our
try to
day.
keep you up to date on the latest thing. And those are COB was new to me.
Cobb,
Yeah.
of course.
All right, hey, if you need to relieve stress, maybe do what they're doing in South America. I mean, they do it other places too, but they had a formal one in South America recently. So this is in Argentina where they decided to have a pillow fight because the local health department said this is a great way to relieve stress. So they invited people. I assume many of these people are strangers who just showed up with pillows, and they had people there to make sure things didn't get out of hand, but it looks like they had fun.
I don't know. I think anytime you're encouraging people to hit somebody else, even if it's in a playful manner, it can trust me. Watching
get out of
an
control.
8, 5, and 3-year-old do this, someone ultimately always gets hurt. Because someone takes it
now
too
you
far.
took all the fun out of it. Yeah.
That's not fun. That's
It's
fun for
not
5
fun?
minutes. And then somebody gets
Well,
poked
I don't
in the
think
eye.
I don't think it lasts more than 5 minutes.
David hit me too hard.
Well, yeah, I think, the people participating in it have to understand we're not beating the heck out of
waivers.
somebody. No, we're not doing that. But I mean, I do think we need to do things to get stress out.
I think you're right about
Yeah.
that. Just don't hit other people. All right, we have something very special that's happening tomorrow morning. We know that it's going to be a little bit chilly, but we are so looking forward to this because it's this year's Walk to End Alzheimer's. And this is a very special year for us participating in this because David is the honorary chairperson, which is so sweet.
I mean, I was very honored that they asked me to do this. And so anyway, it's going to be tomorrow morning at Highmark Stadium. And they asked me to do it because my mom battled with Alzheimer's for 10 years. And so I just want to show you some pictures. And we're going to talk about her tomorrow morning at Highmark Stadium before the walk. But yeah, she was extremely brave.
Yeah.
10 years dealing with this. And one of the things that is really helpful and what I love about this walk, people coming together, is that you realize you're not in this alone.
Sure.
There are other families going through this because Alzheimer's is something that really affects the family members taking care of that person so much. And so knowing, you see all that support there, you see, and they talk about new research that's coming out and it's raising money to help families, and it's just a great cause.
Yeah.
So anyway, we want you to come join us tomorrow, or if you're able to make a donation to Team PTL, we have a team and we want to show you right now. This is the QR code and you can just scan it right now. It'll take you right to the link. And again, it's tomorrow morning. Things get started officially at 9:30, and then I think the walk is around 10 o'clock.
So my aunt, as you know, her father, my Jiddu, my grandfather, had Alzheimer's. And so my late cousin organized a walk and organized raising money for this very cause. And so my aunt is hoping to join us tomorrow too.
That would be great. I adore Aunt Terry. So Aunt Terry, come, just bring a winter coat because Ron says it may be cold.
And as you know, it's the family. I mean, the individual who has it is suffering, but it's really the family around that person who endures so much.
Yeah.
Of all of
Yeah.
this. So we will
and
see you tomorrow morning.
Exactly. We're looking forward to it. All right, it's time to answer your questions at our Friday free-for-all, and we got some good ones this week.
All right, so let's get to Brenda. She says, will you all be doing a toy drive this year? I got to meet Yins last year, and it was so great to see you all in person. Yes, we are in the process.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, the planning never stops.
No.
It
Once we're done with one thing, there's always another
something
thing.
else.
Actually, there's like 4 more things to
Yes.
get on board with.
We
Yeah.
joke often that this is like one big juggling act, and sometimes there's just too many balls up in the air. Some of them drop. but then we scoop them back up and we get them right back
we make
going.
it happen somehow. But absolutely, we'll want to do that again. And we love the support that we got from you all last year.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
All right, Diana is asking, you know what? I need to break down and do this because I cannot see today.
I love it. You're very studious with your glasses on.
Diana's asking, what do you do if you find a hair in food? I put a napkin over the food and pretend that I am full. I mean, that's an awkward situation, and it's always so gross when you find a hair in food.
But, you know, like, I think about it, and I think there are probably, I mean, look, if you're at a restaurant, you don't know who's cooking, I get it. Like, you could seem a little put off by it, but you have no idea what's going on in that kitchen to begin with. It's just the obvious, realization that you have just now found something that reminds you that someone you don't know is cooking your food.
Right.
But I think that there are worse things to find in your food, like a fingernail. I once found, now this
Whoa,
wait,
do we really want to go down this road? People might be eating right now,
wait,
Heather.
Stop.
No,
Okay,
oh my gosh. Okay.
Worst thing I ever found in my food. Wait for it. A Band-Aid. Not like it still had the stuff on the back of it. It was like it had fallen off of the finger.
All right. Okay.
You know.
Okay. All right.
That's when you were like,
all right.
I am definitely done now.
Let's move on. Let's move on to Wally, and he's asking, Heather, how did you choose your children's names?
This one was tough. Lila's name was chosen by Frankie. I mean, we had discussed some options, but I had to go under general anesthesia for Lila. I mean, it was an experience all on its own. So when I woke up, Frankie said, here's Lila, and like made it seem like we both named her. I was so out of it, but I was like, okay, cool.
Really? Oh, so Frankie really took the lead on that.
Took the lead.
And then, oh, that's okay. I love the name Lila.
And reminds Lila that he was the first person to kiss her, which is not fair because I didn't get the chance to. No. Anyways, very sweet. Sunny, that was on my list for Lila. That was for our first.
Okay.
We had argued so much about the spelling of Sunny that it got put on the back burner. So when we had our second, I said, you have to give me Sunny.
Look at these adorable pictures.
And then, so Sunny's down there at the bottom next to Rocco. Lila's up top. And Rocco, Frankie told me that he always wanted, if he had a boy, to name him Rocco. It wasn't until we were watching Rocky IV that I realized that my son is named after a fictional character in a movie.
But that's okay. It's a great name.
So Rocky is with a Y. Rocco is with an O at the end. But he told me that Mickey in the movie calls Rocky
Rocco.
I said,
Franco,
are you kidding
Frankie, I just called him Franco. Frankie has had a major role in 2 of their names.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I got the middle, so I feel all right about it. And
They're all great
to
names.
prove that they're mine.
And Wally has a follow-up question. David, how did you choose your dad's cat's name? And I didn't. When we got him from the shelter, he was named Marvin, and we thought about changing his name. And then we just started to know Marvin, and we thought, no.
It's a perfect name.
It's a perfect name.
He's a sophisticated cat.
Well, yeah. And in fact, I want to show you. I took him to the vet yesterday because, we've inherited Marvin recently. And so this was his first trip to the vet now that he's at our house. And he was really good. And the ladies thought he was so cute and handsome. And we just had I had a good time. I shouldn't say great time. I don't know if Marvin had a great time. He didn't like the car ride. But, clean bill of health. So everything went well.
That's good. You were worried about a skin
I was, and he might have a slight allergy, so we're working on that. But other than that,
might be an allergy.
Yeah, so we're working on that.
I told him it might be the allergy to the filtered water.
No, he loves his filtered water. He didn't drink the city water, okay? He didn't.
He's a cat.
All right. Mike is asking, any chance PTL will do another get-together and charge donations going to local charities? A good way to get money for charities. And you know what? Yeah, this week, in fact, for the Turkey Fund, we so love getting out on the water on the Gateway Clipper, and we want to do things like this all year long.
It takes a lot of planning. And when I tell you that we do it, I don't know how we pull it off. Sometimes we have Krista and we have Teddy, and there is truly a team, but they are at the forefront of making this stuff happen. And so we are so impressed with how we were able to pull this together with the resources that we have. and to meet all of you and to give back to the community in that way. So we hope to do more of it, like the toy drive, for instance.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and and really, Krista and Teddy are our producers that work behind the scenes. But we have a whole team of people that get involved on days like that, and it truly takes a village to move an entire show to another location. But we love that you suggest we do it more, and we want to keep doing that.
By the way, people recognize Teddy.
I know. Well,
on the boat,
he's a celebrity
so
now. You know, people are knowing him.